The Young and the Restless Monday, April 27th update, Chelsea's surprise hotel visitor. The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers updates for Monday, April 27th, indicate that Devin Winters, Brighton James, will receive some infuriating info while Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, reacts to an unexpected arrival at the hotel in Vegas. At the rundown gas station, Matt Clark, Roger Howarth, will drink water in front of Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, and Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, to highlight the fact that they'll have none while they're chained up there. After Matt hides Sharon and Noah's car, he'll act like no one is coming to save them and skip off. Noah and Sharon will hold out hope that Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, is going to come through for them anyway. At the hotel, Chelsea and Reza Thompson, Tina Kashani, will push each other's buttons until someone arrives at the door. Sienna Bacall, Tamara Braun, will rush in once it's open and reveal that she's there because Noah and Sharon came to Vegas without her. Reza and Sienna will clash due to Reza's past affair with Mitch, aka Matt, but Sienna will learn he goes by Ronnie now. Sienna will have some serious trust issues when it comes to Reza, but Reza will insist she's trying to be helpful. After Sienna finds out about Matt's trap and the fact that Sharon and Noah are likely being used as bait, she'll get the gas station's address from Reza and head over there. Out on the highway, Nick will find it increasingly difficult to drive due to needing a drug fix. Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, will point out that they'll be of no use to Noah and Sharon if they crash in a ditch. After Adam convinces Nick to pull over, he'll take his place in the driver's seat. Since Nick will be all sweaty and shaky, Adam will encourage him to take the fentanyl he needs and vow to get him help once this Matt mess is done. Once Adam and Nick show up at the gas station, they'll find Sharon and Noah handcuffed to a pole. Adam will start trying to wiggle that pole loose, but Nick will keel over before he can be of any real help. Adam, Noah, and Sharon will see that Nick's collapsed right in front of them, so they'll all flip out. As for Matt, he'll watch the surveillance camera video on his cell phone elsewhere. That'll let Matt know that Nick and Adam have made it to Sharon and Noah's location. Back in Genoa City at the coffee shop, Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, will bump into Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, and admit he volunteered to get tested as a potential bone marrow donor for Malcolm Winters, Shamar Moore. That'll leave Holden wondering if Kane's doing something altruistic or scoring points with Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil. Devin will have similar concerns about Kane's ulterior motives when Lily fills him in along with Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic. However, Lily will slam Devin for worrying about Kane's endgame when saving Malcolm is all that matters. Next on Monday's Y&R episode, Abby Winters, Melissa Ordway, will bring Devin some new papers from his attorney. Devin's anger will explode when he realizes his attempt to cancel Mariah's plea deal flopped. Abby will push Devin to see that it's over and let it go. Devin still won't think Mariah was punished enough, so Abby will feel like he's fixating on revenge. Since Dominic Winters, Ethan Ray Clark, can sense the change in Devin, Abby will push him to get a grip. Abby will make it clear that they're going to have a bigger problem if Devin doesn't stop and will ultimately stomp off. After Dr. Stephanie Simmons, Vivica A. Fox, shows up at Society, she'll speak with Lily about expediting Kane's lab results. Lily will learn that Kane pulled some strings to rush those results along, too. Kane will eventually walk in with Holden and admit the results are in. Lily, Stephanie, Devin, and Nate will all learn that Kane is indeed a donor-marrow donor match for Malcolm. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Kane will be ready to take the next steps and save Malcolm right away, so stay tuned. Monday's explosive update on the Young and the Restless is set to send shockwaves through Genoa City as Chelsea's mysterious hotel visitor turns an already tense situation into a full-blown emotional storm. Secrets, suspicion, romantic tension, and dangerous surprises collide in an episode that could change several relationships forever. What begins as a seemingly ordinary hotel encounter quickly spirals into something far more complicated, leaving Chelsea emotionally shaken and multiple people desperate for answers. Chelsea has been trying to maintain balance in her increasingly chaotic life, but peace never lasts long in Genoa City. Between emotional complications, lingering trust issues, and constant pressure from the people around her, Chelsea already feels emotionally stretched thin. That fragile stability is completely shattered when an unexpected visitor suddenly appears at her hotel door, catching her entirely off guard. The moment reportedly leaves Chelsea visibly stunned because this is not someone she ever expected to see under these circumstances. Spoilers hint the surprise visitor may carry emotional baggage tied to Chelsea's complicated past, reopening wounds she desperately tried to bury. The shock on her face immediately signals that this encounter is about to become much more than a casual conversation. At first, Chelsea attempts to stay composed and guarded, unsure why the mysterious guest suddenly appeared. However, tension escalates rapidly once it becomes clear the visitor did not come simply to reconnect or exchange pleasantries. Hidden motives, emotional accusations, and dangerous truths quickly rise to the surface, turning the hotel suite into the center of one of Genoa City's most explosive confrontations. The secrecy surrounding the visitor's identity only fuels speculation across Genoa City. Some suspect the surprise arrival could involve unfinished romantic business, while others fear the situation may connect to deeper schemes unfolding behind the scenes. Regardless of who stands at Chelsea's door, the emotional impact appears immediate and devastating. Adam quickly senses something is wrong after noticing Chelsea behaving strangely following the encounter. Chelsea becomes distracted, emotionally distant, and increasingly nervous whenever questions arise about her evening at the hotel. Adam's instincts immediately kick in because he knows Chelsea well enough to recognize when she is hiding something significant. Unfortunately, Adam's growing suspicions create immediate tension between them. Chelsea hesitates to fully explain what happened, partly because she fears how Adam might react and partly because she herself remains uncertain about the visitor's true intentions. That lack of honesty only deepens Adam's concern, especially given the complicated history surrounding their relationship. As rumors quietly spread, several characters begin piecing together fragments of information about the hotel encounter. Genoa City thrives on secrets and speculation, and it does not take long before whispers begin circulating that Chelsea may be involved in something emotionally dangerous. The uncertainty surrounding the situation creates paranoia everywhere. Meanwhile, Sally notices Adam's distracted behavior and quickly realizes something major may be unfolding behind closed doors. Sally has learned through painful experience that emotional secrets rarely stay buried for long, especially when Adam is involved. She becomes increasingly curious about what Chelsea might be hiding and whether the situation threatens to reopen old emotional wounds. Chelsea's emotional struggle intensifies because the surprise visitor reportedly forces her to confront painful memories she worked desperately to escape. Whether tied to betrayal, heartbreak, manipulation, or unresolved guilt, the encounter stirs emotions Chelsea thought she had under control. The psychological pressure begins building almost immediately. There are also hints the visitor may arrive carrying shocking information capable of changing multiple relationships across Genoa City. Chelsea reportedly becomes visibly panicked after hearing certain revelations, suggesting the situation extends far beyond a simple personal reunion. If the visitor truly possesses dangerous secrets, the fallout could impact far more people than Chelsea alone. At the same time, Billy becomes increasingly interested in the strange tension surrounding Chelsea and Adam. Billy has always been highly sensitive to emotional shifts among the people around him, and he quickly notices cracks beginning to form. His curiosity grows stronger once he realizes both Chelsea and Adam appear unusually defensive and emotionally distracted. Phyllis also senses opportunity within the growing instability. She knows emotional secrets often lead to explosive consequences, and Chelsea's mysterious hotel drama instantly captures her attention. Phyllis begins quietly gathering information while considering how the situation might affect broader power dynamics across Genoa City. Meanwhile, Victor watches everything carefully from a distance. He may not yet know the full truth behind Chelsea's surprise visitor, but Victor immediately recognizes emotional vulnerability when he sees it. Any disruption involving Adam automatically draws Victor's interest because family instability often creates larger consequences for everyone connected to the Newman Empire. Nick also becomes increasingly concerned after noticing Chelsea's emotional state deteriorating rapidly. Though he tries respecting boundaries initially, he cannot ignore how deeply unsettled she appears after the hotel encounter. Chelsea attempts insisting everything is under control, but her nervous behavior tells a very different story. The emotional tension reaches another level when spoilers hint someone may have witnessed part of the hotel meeting unexpectedly. That possibility terrifies Chelsea because private confrontations rarely remain private in Genoa City for long. If details leak publicly before she can explain the situation herself, the fallout could become catastrophic. Adding even more pressure is the possibility that the surprise visitor wants something specific from Chelsea and refuses to leave quietly. Whether seeking revenge, emotional closure, money, loyalty, or leverage, the visitor reportedly pushes Chelsea into an impossible emotional corner. She suddenly finds herself trapped between protecting her present life and confronting unresolved parts of her past. The storyline becomes even more dangerous if the visitor possesses evidence or secrets capable of destroying reputations. Chelsea's history contains plenty of complicated chapters, and anyone with knowledge of her past could potentially trigger massive consequences. The fear of exposure begins consuming her emotionally as she struggles to determine who can still be trusted. Adam's frustration grows steadily as Chelsea continues, withholding the full truth. His protective instincts make him desperate to help, but secrecy creates emotional distance between them almost immediately. Adam begins fearing Chelsea may once again be pulled into dangerous emotional territory that threatens both her happiness and stability. Chelsea herself becomes emotionally torn between honesty and fear. Part of her wants to come clean before the situation worsens, but another part fears revealing everything could permanently damage relationships she fought hard to rebuild. That emotional conflict leaves her exhausted and increasingly isolated. Elsewhere in Genoa City, Abby and Devon continue navigating emotional pressures of their own while noticing growing tension among those around them. Abby in particular senses Chelsea may be spiraling emotionally and worries another major crisis could soon erupt. Her instincts tell her the hotel situation is only the beginning of a much larger problem. Jack also becomes aware that something unusual is unfolding involving Chelsea, Adam, and several interconnected secrets. Having witnessed countless emotional disasters over the years, Jack recognizes the warning signs of hidden trouble immediately. He quietly advises caution while privately worrying the situation may soon explode publicly. The emotional stakes rise even further when Chelsea reportedly receives another unexpected message after the hotel meeting ends. Rather than relief, the follow-up communication only deepens her fear and confusion. Whatever game the surprise visitor is playing, it becomes increasingly clear they are not finished with her yet. By the end of Monday's episode, relationships across Genoa City may already be standing on dangerous ground. Chelsea's emotional stability hangs by a thread as pressure mounts from every direction. Adam grows more suspicious and protective. Sally senses hidden trouble brewing. Victor watches carefully for weakness. And somewhere behind the chaos, the mysterious hotel visitor may still be planning their next move. The biggest question now is whether